There we go. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right. We are so excited to be here tonight. So, as you're all jumping on, comment live if you're watching live, comment replay if you're watching the replay. And if you were invited to watch this tonight by a member of our stylist team, go ahead and tag them so that he or she knows that you are here. So, Carrie and I are super excited to be here tonight to share a little bit about what we love so much about this business, why it is a great place to be, and maybe you'll find that to be true for yourself as well. We do have a prize that will occur as a result of watching this and completing a survey. So stay with us through to the end so that you will receive that survey and you'll be entered to win. I'll do a little sneak peek for all of our on-timers that made it in the first minute here. But tonight's prize is a bracelet we've shown a lot recently in our stylings, and that is the Fig bracelet, which Carrie could be wearing right now with her green top.
I know. Now I wish I had that on.
But this one has a lot of purples in it, so it's really great for spring and summer. This is all natural stones. It has the little moon on it, and you can make so many fantastic arm parties with this. So I am putting it aside because somebody who's watching this and then completes the survey is going to be entered to win it. I'll show it again at the end, but if you were on time, now you got a sneak peek.
Yeah, that's a great bracelet. I love that one. It's so pretty.
And I have a whole bunch of them because it's so fun to see all the different versions of it, you know. There's two with a couple of our other bracelets, and they're all a little bit different.
Yeah, I have one of those bracelets on myself. I have the Arcadia with the green stones, and then I have the little tarts.
I love how it looks with the tart.
I love how all the green pulls together.
Me too. So all right, everybody. Well, welcome on. This is what we like to call the Free Jewels Chat because we give away free jewels and we chat about what we love most about our business. So my name is Michelle Zito. I'm a company VP with Park Lane Jewelry, and I am thrilled to be here tonight with area leader Carrie Henze. Carrie started with Park Lane just in January of this year. So she just recently promoted for a second time. She just recently earned our Mercedes car program. She just recently earned the incentive trip at the highest level that you can earn it. And it's just having a great time, right, Carrie?
I am having a great time. This has been the best 4 or 5 months of a job I could ever have imagined.
It's so great.
It's so great. Having so much fun, so amazing. And it's just been a great run since the beginning.
Love it so much. And it is so much fun to watch all of your success and all of your joy and to see what a great influence you are on really all of the team and what an inspiration you are as somebody who's come to us with absolutely no sales experience at all. And actually trying this business out, having retired from your regular job all those years and trying something new now, which I think is truly inspirational. So I know everyone will be excited to hear about that tonight. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to share with you. Maybe we hope tonight we'll answer some of your questions about why this might work for you. And hopefully we'll touch upon everything that you all are looking to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you one of the reasons it works for me, for a lot of reasons, but one of it is flexibility. And I think that people need to understand that direct sales is a great way to bring flexibility into your life. So I think maybe it would be helpful for people to know why direct sales.
Yeah, and I feel like right there, you almost gave away the answer before the question, right? I would agree with you, Carrie, that direct sales really is a way to bring in that additional income into your household in the most flexible way possible. And there's a lot to be said for lifestyle, right?
Right.
And when you have flexibility in lifestyle, that means, you know, what else are you working around, right? So for some of you, maybe you are working around your retirement, right? Like Carrie's one of them. And we have a bunch of other girls as well that they retired, but retirement is not typically the income level that most people are going to be able to continue the life to which they have become accustomed on, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, and also like you're super young to be retired. And I
Right.
feel like you probably also just wanted something fun to,
I did. I wanted something fun that I could do. I wanted something I could feel good about doing. And I wanted it to be something that I could control, because when I retired, I split my time between 2 states. So I can't just walk into a new office and say to somebody, oh, I can work here for like a couple months and then I'll be gone for a couple months and then I'll be back. So does that work for you? Because I don't think that's how the business world works.
I do think that's right.
Yeah. So for me, being able to have this flexibility between both states and the locations I needed to be in really was the answer to what I needed, because I really was floundering when I first retired. I really needed something that I could feel good about doing and a purpose to doing it. And Parkleen really offered me that in a much bigger and grander way than I ever thought was possible.
I love that. Purpose is a really great thing to bring up as well. And, so with Carrie looking for the flexibility, like at this stage, when I was starting in direct sales 25 years ago, I was looking for flexibility around a newborn baby and that type, right? So my husband was at a regular construction job, and then we wanted to extend my maternity leave. So I was looking for the type of flexibility of I can still stay home with the baby and extend my maternity leave. And of course, it ended up turning into something I've still doing 25 years later. But, you'll see over the expanse of our team, hundreds of people, maybe more, across the country, it's working around full-time jobs, part-time jobs. It's working around elementary school age kids or high school kids or adult children that you like to do fun things with, having multiple homes in different states and the freedom and flexibility to go back and forth between them without asking for permission, caring for aging parents and not needing to ask a boss or at least ask another boss if you can get the time off to do that. And, we see all of that throughout our team. So I think that the vast majority of us, when say why direct sales, Carrie nailed it right from the beginning, the flexibility to work when, where, and how you want.
Right. I kind of gave away the answer. So
that's okay.
But that is really the truth, because it's really what gave me the ability to do this job. And I feel like I could do this job well because I didn't have that restraint on me of where I had to be physically. And so that's fantastic. But now I love jewelry. And I know many people love jewelry, but like I have a sister who doesn't wear a lick of jewelry. So why jewelry is something for direct sales?
Yeah. With jewelry, let's back up to, if you want to get involved in sales at all, right? You want to sell something that people know what it is, right? Like I feel like that's a big part of it. If you have to explain what something even is, that's tough right there. Yeah. So there's direct sales companies out there that are very abstract or something complicated that takes a lot of explanation. And if this is going to be your second job, if this is going to be supplemental, if this is going to even maybe replace an income that you're looking to replace something that you lost, do you want it to be something that you need like so much education and so much complication and spend a ton of time explaining to somebody not only what it is, but why it's so expensive and why they need it on auto ship and just like all of these things? To me, I would rather have a physical product in hand that people are familiar with and that the vast majority of people need for something. For some women, for lots of women, jewelry is a need. They love to have it when they buy new clothes at the start of a season. They want some new, necklaces to go
Mhm.
with it. When they bought a new pair of sunglasses and it's gold on the side, they want some new gold hoops to go with it. When they're going on a cruise and they picked up some new dresses, like these are reasons why even sometimes the more casual jewelry lover will buy jewelry. Vacations, special events. I'm going to a wedding. I have a graduation party. Like
Mhm.
there's that. There's also the gift giving. So
Yes.
that even your most plain jewelry wearer who's like, no, I just kind of wear my same gold studs from when I got my ears pierced, my wedding ring, and my cross from my first communion. And that's kind of all I wear. Even people like that buy gifts.
Yes.
Even people like that may get a necklace for a wedding, things like that.
And even people like my sister who don't, it's not a big, she gives plenty of jewelry to other people. So it is something that even if it's not something that you personally, it's something you understand, it's something you can relate to, and you can see why it's something other people will love either buying for themselves or receiving as a gift.
Totally.
So, yeah.
So, and jewelry's not going anywhere. It's been around for millennia and it's going to be around for millennia. So solid, pretty easy and straightforward choice.
Yeah. And a lot of fun too. So we know that we love the jewelry, but why do it for Park Lane? Why sell Park Lane jewelry?
Now we've seen a bunch of other direct sales jewelry companies either change programs, close entirely. In my years in direct sales, which is 11 years here at Park Lane and 14 years at a previous company, I have seen no less than 5 other jewelry companies close in my direct sales career. And a big part of that is because there's really 2 main things that I see. One is that they did not have programs that were enabled to be supported because I guess the company just wasn't set up right financially from the beginning. And in some cases, the owners not wanting to continue with the business, especially when it was other family-run businesses where the next generation simply didn't want the business. And we have both of those problems solved here at Park Lane. So Park Lane is a 70-year-old family-owned and operated company. Now think about that kind of longevity, what we're really talking about, how much has gone on in this country and in the world in 70 years' time, that each and every one of those world events, Park Lane has come through strong, if not better than before. So back in 1955, which is what 70 years ago is, by the way, because sometimes we think 20 years ago
was 1980.
was the 70s or the 80s, and in fact, it's still the 2000s. But in 1955, when this family-run company was set up, it was set right up financially from the beginning, and the money was reinvested within the company properly from the beginning so that they were able to financially support the programs that they set up. Because even then there were other direct sales jewelry companies, and Arthur famously said, when people said there are other direct sales jewelry companies, why would people sell with you? And he said, I'm going to pay them more money. Well, how has that been possible for 70 years? Number one, our incredible sale on the beautiful jewelry. So people want to make a purchase. When women want to make a purchase, they want to know they're getting a quality product and that they're getting it for a great deal. And this is not costume jewelry. Costume jewelry is all of those lower quality metals, the things that make your ears hurt and turn your body colors and fall apart on a single digit number of uses. And that's costume jewelry. Park Lane is fine fashion jewelry. Fine fashion jewelry means 18 to 22 karat electroplated gold, rhodium silver, which is the platinum silver blend used at jewelers. It is semi-precious stones. It's natural stones throughout many different pieces of jewelry. And it all has a guarantee. So when you shop with us, you can shop with confidence, whether it's for yourself or whether you're giving a gift, that
Mhm.
this is going to be a piece of jewelry that's going to be enjoyed for many years. Now, when these pieces are not only received and loved so much and last so long, but that they're purchased on a buy two, get four sale, where your two lowest price pieces are the only pieces that are regular price. And now here you're grabbing, our cherished bracelet, a piece that looks, is a designer inspired piece that
Mhm.
is recognized by many, and that this piece in the $20-ish range can be one of your two low price pieces, so that you're getting a pair of earrings and a bracelet, so that now you can pick higher price pieces that you want that are going to be half price,
Right.
so that the highest price pieces that you want, when you're wanting a high-end crystal bracelet like our impression bracelets that retail for $188 as a $35 bonus item. This is why women are excited to shop with us, not just the first time, but the second, third, fourth, 10th, 20th, and 50th time over how many purchases they make, when every, piece that comes is more beautiful than the one before.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
No, and I was going to say, and, people, I still, having this being relatively new for me still. So I have a lot of customers who are new to Park Lane, who have no experience with it before. They still cannot wrap their head around the sale.
Right.
Like, wait, I don't understand. I can even pick that item and it's 50% off because I bought these two items.
Yep.
So it still shocks people that this is how fantastic Park Lane treats them, is that they're letting them buy 4 things on sale. They're adding bonus items in for them. I just think it really creates a loyalty to Park Lane that I've never really seen before.
Yeah, because then what do women always love to do when we get a great deal? We love to tell our friends about an amazing deal, especially when it's on an amazing product.
Yes.
So, and think about all the times you've already done that, everyone, in your regular life, right? You've told your friends about great deals in the grocery store, in department stores, on home decor, on Amazon. You're constantly sharing. I mean, Carrie, just the other day, we actually live right near each other in the same neighborhood. And we run into each other out on our walks, and Carrie was wearing a weighted vest, for example. And I said, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to get one of those. Before I was even back home in my backyard, Carrie had sent me the link. I already ordered it, and now I'm out there walking with my weighted vest.
Your weighted vest, right.
Now, in this case, Carrie received $0 for doing that, but it's something that we do because as women, we love a great deal. We love to tell our friends about a great deal. And that's what Park Lane rewards to all of the women that love to tell their friends about our great deal. So that's the hosting a party part, right? It may not feel the same as what hosting a party always used to be, which was always an in-home demonstration, hanging out, which definitely still occurs, to be clear. In fact, if you prefer in-home parties, go ahead and let us know in the comments. And I say that to both the stylists watching and to the everyone watching. Do you love to host an in-person type party where everyone gets to come over and try the jewelry on and style it up and get the tips from the stylist and have some snacks and some drinks and whatever? Do you like that kind of party? And stylists, do you love offering that kind of party? Because that's still an option and super fun as well. But we can also do that type of party in a restaurant or a bar or a winery or a ball field, because how affordable jewelry is.
Yes.
One time I was rolling out jewelry on the bleachers at a lacrosse tournament.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So, there's that. But then there's also the Facebook Live, the various Facebook groups. Many of you are in the VIP group of one of our stylists, and you get to see jewelry demonstrated almost every day.
Yeah.
All of that is part of our program. So when a woman, when someone gets their friends together to shop the jewelry, not only do their friends get to take advantage of the sale, but Park Lane rewards her with hundreds of dollars worth of free and discounted jewelry in what is really, truly the hostess plan.
Yeah.
Now, that's what we're talking when we say the programs need to support you in your business. This is a big one of what we're talking about, because that's that hostess program is the first thing that a lot of companies start taking away when they start realizing, we're suffering over here. We can't afford this. We're going to go affiliate, right? And we're not going to pay out host programs anymore. If that happened to you in your company, please know that I know that the companies will say, no one's having parties anymore. We're here to tell you they absolutely are.
Yeah, 100%.
In fact, all of you that are watching that have hosted a show with us, please comment the word hostess. And let's show the world how many of you have in fact hosted a party. Carrie was a hostess before she signed up. Tons of us as stylists were hostesses before we signed up.
Yeah.
And some of you are hosting a party right now and considering signing up. Some of you have hosted multiple times. Feel free to throw that in the comments. Hostess 4, hostess 5. Some of you, I've had hostesses in my 11 years that have hosted multiple times over the years.
Yeah.
With me. Some have a yearly party. Dawn hosts a party every year around the holidays with me.
Amazing.
So anyone saying people aren't hosting parties?
No way.
That means the company, it does not have the proper programs for you. We do.
Yeah. And that hostess plan it takes all the stress off of you as the stylist working with your hostess, because I'm not providing all of the free jewelry that they just earned.
Correct.
My hostess just got $500 in free jewelry. I didn't pay a penny for that. That they earned that just by inviting some of their friends to the party and their friends shopping, and all from Park Lane. And they're getting these amazing pieces of jewelry just for having a party. And that's amazing to me.
Because otherwise, all of that would have to come out of your commission.
Right.
Now, everybody joins this business to make money.
Right.
So that's something that we just simply cannot have. So if you are listening to this and you're like, oh, that's exactly what my company did, then keep listening, because I just want you to know that those programs do still exist. People do still want to have parties, and that's all happening right here. Yeah. So now that you know it's quality jewelry, it's guaranteed, we have a host program, Women Love to Shop. That's what supports. Those are the programs that then support the compensation program, right? Because you can't put the cart before the horse. We can't just come here and tell you we make 30% commission to start. You can move up to 50% commission as you continue to build a team, right? Carrie started in January at 30% commission. By February, she was up to 35. By March, she was up to 40% personal commission. She now earns 10% on her team. I'm to a point where I'm 50% commission, earning 15% on some of the team, 10% on some, 6% on others. Like, there's a whole thing. But that adds up to 100% of the team. So again, if you're with a company that doesn't pay you on your whole team, because this pattern has to be done, that quota has to be done, this, that, and the other thing, this is the place to be, everybody. At my old company, I was cut off at certain levels, at certain titles. Leaders here are paid infinitely deep every month on the whole entire team. So we have all of those things in place for this compensation program. And that's in addition to our perks. The fact that every month we earn hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of jewelry in standard programs that exist every single month.
Yep.
So that when you do see us raffling jewelry, when you do receive a bonus booking gift from your stylist, or a Wear It Wednesday raffle in the VIP group that you're in, or whatever else is being raffled off, those are gifts that typically we earn from Park Lane in programs that exist for our business growth that we can then turn around to you.
Which I love to do. I love to be able to share that with the people, because that for me is I want to thank the people who have become loyal customers for me. And the way for me to do that is to share fun things. Like you said, a raffle for this, a raffle for that, a surprise gift because someone said they would host a party. Park Lane, again, I'm not paying for that. That's stuff that I earned at Park Lane, and now I'm just sharing the wealth. Like I'm just spreading it along to the people that are part of my group of people who like to be, they see all the Park Lane jewelry. They're part of the people who have parties. They're part of my VIP group. And I like to be able to thank them and reward them for making me a successful person.
And, that culture of giving is something that really is part of the whole culture. It goes from Park Lane to us and then like to our organization. Because they say that you are the sum of the people that you surround yourself with, right? And there's a lot of negativity out in the world. There's a lot of not so nice people out in the world. There's a lot of unscrupulous business behavior out in the world. Whereas here, Park Lane has these solid programs that are so generous to us that we can then, as an organization and as Park Laners, can be generous to our customers. But then even within our own group, like I'm able to be generous with resources to our actual team. So not only in terms of what we need to run our businesses, for example, you've all seen probably like posts that have questions on them. Like you've participated in a party that had jewelry photos and words, asking you questions and descriptions of jewelry and all that. Now, if you've said to yourself, I wouldn't even know what to post. I wouldn't even know what pictures to use. I wouldn't even know how to make a graphic. You don't have to do that. That's part of what we as a leader team provide to the team so that everyone has party scripts, word choices, resources, things you can post in your VIP group.
Right.
And that in addition to the giveaways that Park Lane does in programs to us, like where we're earning jewelry from Park Lane, I'm able to do like business building incentives that are really from me just to this organization, right? So like everyone who's putting in sales and starting stylists each week go into a raffle that we do week to week, where the prizes are things like, yes, jewelry packages, but also like the display items that you see our jewelry on, right? Like the next, like we had a fun contest for that.
Yeah.
People pick ring lights, mannequins, like all these different things that are helpful for everybody for running a business, because it's a culture of generosity. It's a culture of success and a culture of encouragement. And it starts at the top with Park Lane, but comes all the way down to the brand newest stylist who just joined this team and this company. So that when it's time to complete earning a trip, a whole organization is backing you up. When someone is finishing up earning their Mercedes car program as a first or second level leader, carries second level leadership and is a Mercedes car plan achiever. These are all the resources and the encouragement that back up that level of success.
Yes. I mean, it's to watch it, to be surrounded by it. You can't help but succeed in this business because you have a team of people around you offering their insight and offering their experience and giving you not only the graphics to have a party and the party scripts, but what they've learned along the way and what's worked and what hasn't. And they're always there cheering you on. I've never had a job where everyone around you is sharing their success stories so that you can have the same success. Someone is sharing, what the best party practice they had for them. This is what they did. Oh, let me show you how I just made a giant party happen for me. Instead of keeping that information to themselves, everybody's sharing. So everybody is looking for you to succeed. So are you going to be a little nervous if this is new for you? Sure. I was petrified. I mean, sales was brand new to me. I had no idea what I was doing. But you surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed. Anything is possible. Anything.
Which really brings us to, hey, how do you get started, right? Some of you are just listen to this 30 minutes and you're like, sold. You don't need to tell me anymore. I'm in. How do I do this?
Right.
It is only $129 to get started with Park Lane. And for that, you receive $500 worth of jewelry of your choice. And your website that's good for a whole entire year. So that you can have jewelry to show, so that you have a website to take orders. And we also do a launch party to help you get started, so that we set up, we set up the group, we set up the chat, everything that's needed. You invite your friends, and then our job is to wow your friends and family with the jewelry styling, the deals, the specials, the sales, take the orders, do everything needed in order to have you have a successful party. Because at the end, you get to double dip everything. At the end of that party, not only do you still receive all that free credit hostess jewelry we talked about a little while ago, but you also keep the paycheck on that party, therefore reimbursing you your kit. And, depending on how high your show is, I mean, Kerry's is way higher than
way more than the kit.
And whatever she chose to add to her host credit and all of that. There were friends that wanted to book parties so that she had parties to do moving forward. That's the goal of a launch party for you. So if that sounds good, when, we're going to put the link to the survey for you to complete and to get into the raffle here. We're going to be putting that into the comments. So if this all sounds good, then you want to check off 5. Sign me up now. My interest level is 5 out of 5. I want to get started. Let us know. We will text you and get in touch and get you moving. If you feel like it sounds good, but you're pretty sure you want to do it, then do 4 and let us know you want the decider party. It's really the same thing. We're going to do the party, wow your friends and family, take the orders. And then at the end, we're going to tell you how much the paycheck is going to be, how much free jewelry you've earned, and do you want to move forward, yes or no? If you say yes, you keep everything, including the paycheck. We get you your kit and everything. If you say no, you get all the free hostess jewelry, and on we all go. And if you're like, that all sounds great, but 1,000,000% sales is not for me, but hey, how do I get in on that free jewelry? Then just check off on the survey that you want to have a party, and your stylist will do a party for you, and you can get a nice big fat shopping spree. But nothing bad comes out of trying any of these things. Having a party, always a good move. Doing a decider party, always a good move. Giving it a try, always a good move. Because there's no way to lose money along the way. The value of the jewelry is way higher than the cost of the kit. And following our instructions, doing your invites, being involved in your party, we're going to get you a paycheck as well.
Absolutely.
If that all sounds good, then you want to complete the survey that is in the chat so that you can get that completed and be entered to win this week's prize, the beautiful all natural stone fig bracelet. And this one, like I said, this is typically is thought of as a green bracelet, but because natural stone pieces are all unique, this one has so much purple in it for spring and summer. So I thought it was a good one. So, Kerry, any parting words?
Yes, I do have parting words, because I will say, don't wait. Don't wait if it's something you've been thinking about. Even if you're not sure, don't wait. I should have done something like this years ago, and life circumstances take you to different places, and everyone's at a different point in your life, but it can't hurt to try. You won't be sorry. You've never worked with a team of people like this, and you will just be... You'll be so glad that you said yes, because you'll feel so good about what you're doing and the joy that you are spreading to your friends and your family and your customers. I can't tell you how many texts and emails I get from people who use the word joy about this jewelry, the joy that it brings them. Like, sometimes it almost brings me to tears, because it's someone who's in a bad place in their life, or is having a bad week, and they happen to be a person who won the raffle, or they just wanted to treat themselves to something, or whatever it was. The word joy with Park Lane Jewelry is something that is synonymous. The amount of people, like I said, that say it to me is amazing. And to be able to be a little piece of that's spreading that joy makes every second of what I do worth it. So don't wait. You'll be so happy that you did this. And if, like Michelle said, it doesn't work out for you forever, that's okay. But you won't know unless you try.
Yep. Well, well said, Carrie. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We love coming on here and sharing a little bit about, what we love, and hope that it inspires you to give it a try yourself, or to share it with somebody that it might be for, even if it's not for you. Yeah. So do complete that survey before you go back to your lives and step away from your computer and everything else. It'll take you 5 minutes. If you have any additional questions, feel free to put them on that survey, and you're going to be entered to win the FIG bracelet. So thank you so much, Carrie, for sharing from your heart. We so appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. It was great to be here. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.